Hi viewers, welcome to World of CNC. This is slide number 24. In this we will see the turning process with the Mastercam software, and this is the profile. We have some points on the profile. Say this is the very first point. Start with 0, 0, and next one is 16, 0. That chamfering value will be C2 into 45. C2 means this distance will be 2 mm. If it is a 45 degree, this small height also the same 2 mm. So top side 2 mm, bottom side 2 mm. We need to reduce from this major diameter of 20. We will get the minimum diameter of 16. So that we will get 16, 0 as the second point, and the next point will be 20, minus 2, and next one is 20, minus 23, and this is having 15 mm diameter. This point will be 15, minus 23. Like that we need to plot the points up to the last point, that is 0, minus 75. Finally we will get the product like this. After simulation, the blank size will be diameter 42 and a length of 90 mm. Now we will see in the software. First setting, say go to settings, go to configuration and set the unit as metric. Now metric input is selected. Right side bottom corner of the screen we will get the metric input, and then the second step will be pressing F9. We will get a cross hair line and go to planes, select lathe diameter D plus and Z plus. We will get D plus Z plus on the screen. Now whatever may be the diameter, directly we can input, so that we are selecting this option. No confusion with the radial programming. So directly we can input the X value. And next we need to select a create line endpoint. So continuously we are going to plot the points. For that we need to select one more option, that is a multi-line. Okay, so select this option and then continuously plot the points. Start with 0, 0, end with 0, minus 75. Simply enter the coordinate values, X value and Z value. X value should be plus, Z value should be minus. Start with 0, 0, enter, and the next point will be 16, 0, 20, minus 2, suppose any problem is there, just put a control Z, and then once again we can start with the create a line endpoint, select multi-line option, start with 0, 0, 16, 0, 20, minus 2, and then 20, minus 23. The next point will be 15, minus 23, again 15, minus 33, again 20, minus 33. Next we have a taper line, that is 30, minus 43, 30, minus 43, and then 30, minus 48. So this is horizontal line, and then 40, minus 53, 40, minus 53, minus 75, and then complete with 0, minus 75. So this is the last coordinate value, and then finally give OK. Now we need to create a arc, say having 5 mm radius. For that, go to circle option, select arc endpoints, just click on the 2 points where we need the arc. Enter the radius or diameter. The dialog box, enter the radius as 5, and then we are getting 2 circles. See, according to this diagram, which type of arc we need, that we need to select. Go to this arc and then just click there, give apply icon, give it OK. Now we need to select this, we need to delete this unwanted line. Select the line, simply give delete icon, it will be deleted. Now we are getting the profile 100%. Before proceeding to tool paths, please ensure whether the profile is completed fully or not. Now it is completed fully. Next step will be press Alt plus O. We will get Operation Manager window page left side of the screen. Now we are going to input the values in this page only. First go to machine type, select lathe default. So this is 100% lathe operation. Lathe default to be selected. This is a FUNC controller. So simply we can select that option and open this properties, go to files. Same 4 pages will be appearing here also. Files, tool settings, stock setup, safety zone. So page wise, one by one. First page, files, output machine name to NC to be selected. Finally, we are going to generate the codings. For that, we need to select this option. And then go to tool settings, enter the program number. So any 4-digit number we need to input. And then under toolpath configuration, the first 2 options to be selected. First one is we are arranging the tool numbers in sequence. Second one is any duplicate tool numbers are there, we can edit it. And next under advanced options, all the 3 to be selected. Say automatically the machine will calculate the clearance height, retraction height, what is the feed plane we are using for each and every cut. So automatically it will calculate. The next one is adjust the feed on arc move. We have different diameters in our profile. So according to variation diameter, the spindle speed will be varying automatically. For that we need to select this option. Feed calculation, anyone we can select. So this is simulation only, we can select anyone. And then if you want to change the block number, if we give 10, the cycle number start with N10, incrementally 10. So N20, N30 like that the codings will be generated. If you want we can change the material also. Already 2024 aluminum is selected. If you want we can change it. Go to lathe library, select 7075 and then click OK. That material will be coming here. And then the third step, go to stock setup. We have 3 properties. First one is the raw material setup, second one is the blank setup, and the third one is the tail stock setup. So third one is no need. We are using 75 mm length only, very small length. So just omit it and then go to second property. Say this is blank raw material setup. If we give 10 mm, the 10 mm will be going inside the chuck. Say now this is our raw material. Now we need to select how much mm we need for gripping purpose, that we have to input here. Gripping length, so 10 mm we are giving. And then go to the first property. This is raw material size. So we have the raw material size of 42 mm and 90 mm. Enter that value here, 42 as a diameter and length as 90. Z is nothing but facing allowance. Say 1 mm for facing allowance. Simply give it OK. Once again go with the properties, check the values from stock to be selected. 10 mm already given. So this 10 mm will be inside the chuck. That is for gripping purpose. And then give it OK. No need for third property. Simply give it OK once again. Now we have the chuck, we have the component. Say inside 10 mm is there, outside the rest 5 mm. This is nothing but a clearance between the chuck and our component. Say after completing 75 mm length, the tool has to retract freely without touching the chuck, so that we are leaving some stock gap. And then the next step, simply we are going to select the tool paths. See what are the operations covered in this profile, that we need to list out. First one is go to tool path, select a facing operation. For any lathe profile we need to do that facing operation. So we can give any name, turning or any name we can give. After that give it OK. Go to tool selection. So this is the procedure for all the operations. First select the operation, go to tool selection, and then first page no need to change. Say this is for actual machining. Say how much feed rate we need, what is the spindle speed, whether we are using coolant or not. So these things will be in the first page. Directly go to second page. We have rough step over and finish step over. Now we are doing facing operation. We need a rough only. If you want we can give that finishing allowance also. Simply omit it. and go with the rough step over. If we give 0.5 as a rough step over, 2 passes will be there. Already we have given Z value 1 mm. That 1 mm will be removed. If we give 0.5 as a depth of cut, rough step over, 2 passes will be there. And this is overcut. Overcut is nothing but, say normally we will stop the cutter up to x0, z0. Instead of that, so we can extend the tool limit up to x minus 1. Due to nose radius of the cutter, small protrusion will be formed. So that to avoid that, we can extend the tool limit up to x minus 1 and then come out, again go back to the original position. That is called overcut. Give 1 as overcut, give it OK. Say rough step over 0.5, overcut 1 mm. That's all. Now facing operation has been completed. Before the turning cycle, we need to remove the lines. For that, go with the toggle display. Now the lines are removed. Go to tool path, select rough turning cycle, select the partial chain. Say this line is not connected. So go with the partial chain. Say in the CNC, P and Q we know, starting block number and end block number. Nearby, just click the mouse, we will get arrow mark. If you want to change the direction, just click here. Now the arrow mark is going up. So this is the way to select, and finally we need to select this point also. So this whole contour we are doing the turning cycle. That is the meaning. Starting will be green, end will be red, and then give it OK, and then go to tool selection. The same tool we are selecting. So this is suitable for both facing and rough turning cycle. And go to rough parameters directly. This is nothing but a depth of cut. Say every time the tool has to come down 0.5, 0.5, 0.5. For that we need to input that value as a 0.5. This is nothing but depth of cut every time. So this is stock. Say during rough turning cycle we don't get that better finish on the work surface. For that we have to leave some stock of 0.2, 0.2 on both axes. That is x and z axis. If you want, we can change the values 0.1, 0.2, 0.3 like that. Otherwise, leave as it is a 0.2. This will be removed during the finishing cycle. And then give it OK. Now the tool is coming down 0.5, 0.5, 0.5 up to the last diameter. Next we are going to do the finishing cycle. Before that we need to delete the lines. Go with the toggle display and go to tool paths. Go to finishing cycle. Same procedure to be adopted. Go to partial chain. Click on the profile. Change the arrow mark direction. And then one more time click on the end point. Give it OK. Now we are going to select the tool. Say one more tool to be selected. This is suitable for finishing cycle. Go to finish parameters. Say how much mm we left in the previous cycle. That we need to enter here 0.2 mm. That is left out material. So this will be removed in one pass. That is the meaning. Finish step over 0.2 in one pass. After that the surface will become 0. That is the meaning. Give it OK. Now finishing cycle is completed. And then go to tool paths. Say only one operation is pending. That is a radial grooving. Go to tool path. Select a radial grooving. We have some points, 1 point, 2 point selection, 3 point selection. Better to select a 2 point selection. Why? Because say the top and bottom end we know, right and left end also we know. For that purpose we need to select a 2 point selection, give it OK, and then exactly select on the profile that 2 points diagonally, and then enter. We will get a tool path dialog box. Select the tool. Go to second page. We don't have this type of grooving. So we have 90-degree grooving only. So omit this page. Go to third page. This page also no need to change the parameters. Why? Because say 0.2, 0.2 some allowance we have given. This is for finishing cycle. So this will be removed during the finishing cycle. That is the last page. Enter that value as a 0.2. This is a left out material in one pass. Now grooving operation has been completed. Now we can remove the lines by using toggle display option. Now almost all the operations we have covered. Facing operation, rough turning cycle, finished turning cycle, and then radial grooving. No more operation is pending. So select all the operations, regenerate, and then go to verify, put it in isometric view, fit to screen option, make the profile comfortably. If you want, we can reduce the simulation speed by using this icon and do simulation. This is start button. If you want to see the tool also, we can go with this icon, select here and then do simulation. Now facing operation is over. The next one is a turning cycle. Next one is finished turning cycle. The last one is grooving cycle. So this is the way to do the turning cycle by using Mastercam software. And how to generate the coding, so that is very important. Go to G1 option. Already NC file and edit file is selected. Simply give it OK. So where we want to save it is asking. So anywhere we can save, anywhere in the drive or desktop. So already the name is given as a turn. Simply give it OK. Now the codings are generated. So these are all the codings. Start with the program number, operational wise, facing operation, rough turning cycle, finished turning cycle, grooving cycle, like that. So we can compare the codings with the CNC programming. So the manual programming. So finally how many lines we are getting, that is very important. Near M30, just click there, we will get a 262 lines for this simple profile. So this is the way to do simulation. We just go through this video and take one or two profiles just to practice. We will be familiar with the Mastercam software. Okay. Thank you all.